Again, I'm Henry T. Welcome to a show that spells out inspiration. And this might be the single most inspirational show I have ever been a part of. It hits you right in the heart from the very beginning. It's about a birth that'll take place in July. We're going to preface that birth today. The father of the daughter is here, the daughter and her husband are not here today, but they're anxiously awaiting the birth of Theo, their son. Mark Padilla is here, Delphia is here, singer, entertainer deluxe, thank you for being here, and Kevin Pollock. How are the both of you doing today?
We're doing
Wonderful.
Great. So good to have you here today.
Glad to be here.
And Mark, the composer, the producer of the show. Wow, all I can do is say congratulations and shake your hand. And I would like you to preface this powerful story to all of New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, and Arizona today. And go from the beginning. You're on stage. Tell us this story that's going to hit our heart.
My daughter sent me a heartbeat of the baby, and I was pretty excited to hear that, so I thought, I'm going to do a song one of these days for that baby. And I didn't know the condition was going to have a heart condition, but I said, I want to try and do it a little slower because the heartbeat was 144 BPM, so I did about half the BPM of that. So then later on, I found out about the baby's condition is going to have a heart defect. And then it turned out to be the hardest of all the heart defects that are out there. So then I said, I want to write a lullaby tonight to Pollock. So I started writing this little lullaby, and I came out with a little cool little sound that I did. And then I was about to go to bed, and I said, you know what, turn this into a full song. So then I started putting the chords to it, and then it started coming out better and better, and started hearing stuff in it. And then one day I kind of got it to a point where I thought it sounded really good. So I met Kevin in the store one day. He was like, just jam some keyboard hits, has that real cool sound. You know, he plays that nice jazz chords, stuff I like. And then I was showing him a speaker, and he just wanted to hear what it sounded like. So he sang pretty good too. I said, this guy's he's very talented. And then I asked him, can you write lyrics? Are you with lyrics? He said, you know, I do it all the time. Then I showed him the song. And then he was so inspired. He was all excited. He goes, I want to do it. I want to do it tonight. You know, I said, good, you know. And then he took it and then he sent me a version of it the next day and sent the lyrics to us at night when we were going to get something to eat. And my wife just started crying. And then that same day, I happened to have a friend of mine, Dimmy DeSanti, this guitar player, and Delphia was there on the screen on my Facebook, and I said, well, Dimmy plays with good people, so I'm sure she sounds pretty good. And then I said, God, really, she's really amazing. I loved her voice, so I said, you know, this girl, she'd be perfect for the song, you know. So then I said, how do I get a hold of her? I was going to call Damien, but I said, oh, let's look where she's playing at. So I went to go see where she's playing at. And I talked to her boyfriend and manager, Mark, and talked to him about the situation. And I said, you know, if she'd be interested in singing it. And then she sent me an email or text, I can't remember what it was, and she said, you know, I'd love to sing it, I'd love to do it.
Mark, this story is compelling. I don't know literally the details, the medical description. We've been known to hear it as half a heart condition that's rare.
Yes, it's called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. In the USA, I think there's only 1,000 that's happened to, so it's kind of a pretty rare disease. And the baby's gonna have a fight for his life. That's why, you know, all the prayer, everything that people are doing is really helpful. You know, we got a little campaign with Theo shirts, and they sold tons of these shirts. And obviously, my daughter and Zach are going to fight the fight also, so are we.
Before we go very much farther, describe your daughter, Sheree, and Zach, the dad.
She's about 5 foot tall, 5'1" maybe, and Zach's about 9 feet long. He's about 6'5". He's like the gentle giant, super nice guy. When I met him, he was like part of the family right away. He kind of BS'd with us just like we did. He's a real good guy, golfer. He does like all the same stuff I do. Very talented person. And Sheree's just a sweetheart. She's been a beautiful girl, and she was a dancer all her life, and you know, she's just my little boo-boo.
Delphia, when you heard this story, and you understood how powerful the story was, your immediate thoughts?
I was so
frightened for Shui, but also so proud of this woman that I had never actually met in person. It spoke to me about her character and her integrity, her level of faith, and her level of joy about this baby in the midst of so much struggle and difficulty. And it spoke volumes to me about this family that would rally around and just lift up this whole situation and the community. And for me, just, I was drawn to it immediately and drawn to their spirit as people, and I just knew whatever I could do, whatever I could provide as friend, as singer, whatever that would be, I needed to be a part of this. I needed to provide something because these people are good people and they deserve that.
Kevin, you provided assistance with the lyrics.
Yes, sir.
And the song itself. How were you moved by this story?
I was very touched by Mark when he first approached me, and he began to tell me his testimony concerning the child and his daughter, the emotion that was inside his voice when he was talking to me. You could feel the realness of it. And as he was talking, you know, the whole time that he was talking, he didn't know it, but I was praying. And in my heart, and I was just praying because I was like, this is something, you know, that's very dear to not just Mark's daughter, Paulie's, you know, their daughter. It's not just their daughter, it's the whole family that's involved. And when the whole family was involved and I was just listening, I was just, tell me more. And the more that he told me, the more I was compelled to be able to hear from God, really what he wanted me to say in the song. Those lyrics, you know, a lot of the lyrics and a lot of the words came right out of Mark's mouth. But the anointing came from God, you know. And I think God putting everything together, I give him all the credit. No praise to me whatsoever. You know, I give all praise to God because he's the one that makes the difference in everything that we do.
Mark, these great entertainers, these artists, if you will, now close friends, fell right into your lap on purpose, right out of heaven.
Hey, thank God. Thank God for that. And I tell you, when I first heard both these individuals sing, I was like, wow. I mean, it's strange, so I know a lot of people in town, and I had never met Delphia, and I never met Kevin. And I was like, wow, it's perfect that day. The day was meant to be.
My goodness. Tell us about some of the medical details, the risk factor, if there is such a thing. How delicate is this surgery or is this birth going to be? If you know any of those items and they're not too private, do you mind sharing them with us?
There's a, it's high percentage of, success because the doctors are very good. Babies are very resilient. There's a chance that, there could be a problem, but with our faith that we have, it's going to be 100% good. So we're good for that. So I think the more faith and the more, I teach my daughter and my kids to be positive, be faithful, and everything's going to turn out good in the end. But it's going to be a little struggle. There's struggles after the baby's born. There's some stuff, there's going to be 3 surgeries. And possibly, if those surgeries don't go as good as we plan, then there might be a heart transplant. So there's a lot to it. And, just with the faith, I think it's going to be good.
All right. Yeah. Now, you're in contact with your daughter, Soraya.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
What's her frame of mind? What's her disposition today?
I talked today, she was like, hi, Dad. She's all happy. She's like, happy. What did you do last night? She's in Denver now. She's already out there kind of, staying right. She's right next to the hospital. So I think they check her every few days, and towards the end they check her every probably hour. I don't know how that works. But she's excited. She's excited. She's ready for the baby. And so is Zach.
Before we go to break, take us back to that day one when the doctor informs Soraya about the baby and the potential problems and literally the medical situation.
So what happened was they went to go find out the gender of the baby, because that's at the time, whatever week it was. So they could find out if it's a boy or girl. So Polly went, my wife, and then Zach's parents went too, or Zach's mom. And then they were waiting a long time. They said, it's taking a long time to find out what's going on. So they were there for an hour and a half. Normally you find that stuff out in 20 minutes. So then after a while, Zach told my wife, there's a problem. The baby has a heart defect. And then the heart defect was, they didn't know how major it was, but it was a heart defect. So Polly calls me, and I was obviously nervous. And then a few weeks later, they went for the checkup with another doctor to find out the severity of the heart defect. So there's 18 different heart defects, as I hear about. And there's a lot of kids get the minor heart defects, or the middle ones, all of them. It's a pretty major problem. But out of the 18 heart defects, my daughter's baby Theo has number 18, which is the highest, the worst one of all of them. But, again, like I said, with prayer, I think it's going to be good.
Wow. Mark is one of the most creative people I've ever met, been around in this business. Once all of this was brought to your awareness, there's your daughter, the news, understanding the prognosis. Then what went through your mind to compose, to write a song, to put a video together?
Yeah, the lullabies what came to me first. That cute little lullaby, little songs. That's what came to me first. And the songs just came out just naturally at the end. I don't know how it just came on. And Kevin came around, Delphia came around, and kicked it in the butt. And they just, did a great job. I mean, I'm so happy. Yeah.
The production is finished, but no production's ever finished. You always add, subtract, and refine it.
Sure.
Do you have a title for this production?
The song's called Theos Lullaby. And I'm also doing a video on this lullaby too. And the video, right now I got it to a point where it looks actually pretty good. Delphia's going to do some parts on Monday, I believe. And she's going to, do some parts. I had her in the video, and hopefully finish it for my daughter about a week before she's going to have a baby. And hopefully the end of the video is Theo editing the video with me in it when he's older. That's my ending. That's the ending I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay right there. We're going to share this masterpiece with you that came literally right out of heaven with these talented people here. You will be amazed. And before you come back with us, get yourself a little box of Kleenex, because when the heart gets motivated like it's going to motivate yours, you're going to need it. Stay right there. I'm Henry T. We'll be back.
I know
Ladies and gentlemen, that is powerful. Kevin, give me your reaction. How do you feel right now?
I feel very hopeful for many families that hear and listen and take heed to really what's being said. The faith, the camaraderie of family and friends coming together on a common cause to be able to deliver such a powerful message, and just to be able to see the end results of what God can and what He will do if you only have faith.
Delphia, we're all shaken. We've all been affected. How did this affect you?
I feel blessed to have been a small part of this. When you find a story as unique and as powerful as this, I feel humbled to have been able to be a vessel to share not only Shlore's story and Theo's story, but God's message through that.
Mark, you've been hands-on from the very beginning. Impulsive to do this. Where you got the message from, it's obvious. And you carried it all the way to this point. But yet you just saw it again. How do you feel again?
I feel real hopeful. I feel that it's all with faith, with prayers, with everything that all our friends are doing and all our family are doing for not only Theo, but any kid that is going through anything with cancer, heart disease, SIDS, whatever, any kind of disease that kids have, because kids are precious, you know. I just hope that God takes care of all the kids, you know, everybody's kids, you know. We're all God's kids, so let's take care of all the kids.
I know you discuss it with your beautiful wife, Polly, all of the time. You've seen it many times together. If you don't mind, share with us how Polly feels about this entire experience.
Well, you know, when I first played it for her, I played the lullaby part, and she was about to go to bed. It was like 9 o'clock. She goes to bed already. But I played the lullaby part for her. She started crying. So this was beautiful, beautiful. And that's when I said, I don't think I'll stay up and just do the rest of the song. And then she heard Kevin's version, and then, you know, she started crying. She heard when Kevin emailed me the lyrics, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And then Delphia comes in and kills it. She does such a good job, you know. It's like, oh my God. She's been so emotional through this whole thing. It's probably making her crazy, you know. She's probably, can you just put that song away for her? Because I did the mastering, I played all the parts. Kevin played some keyboards, you know. It's been a fun project, but it's all for a good thing. And it's called faith, and it's called love, and it's called, you know, joy of kids, all kids. It's not only Theo, it's all kids deserve all the hope in the world. That's our future.
What have you been doing all morning?
Oh, trying to buy an amp for the band online.
Well, maybe you should go to lessons.
I'm just gonna order one online.
What are you doing now? The band's waiting.
Waiting for the delivery guy. This is the day I'll never get my amp.
I told you should just go to lessons. What are you doing now?
I'm sending it back. I sent you the wrong thing.
I told you, go to lessons. Where are you going?
I'll go to lessons.
I know you're compelled to ask the obvious question. Can I get my hands on this? Can we bring it into our home? How do we get a copy of that? What's the answer?
I'll put it on the website, lessmans.com. For sure, we'll have it there available. Delphia's website, and Kevin will probably put it on God's House website. And you can always come to Lessmans if you want a CD of it. I'll be happy to burn you a CD. You know, just come down to Lessmans Music. We'll get you a CD of it. And the video will be on YouTube probably in early July.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Henry T, and this show is called Be Inspired with Henry T. But every time, it's Henry that gets inspired. And today, Kevin Pollock and Delphia, and of course our director, producer, writer, Mark Padilla. We have a talented group here. I'm curious, Kevin, where do you fellowship? Where do you entertain on Sunday?
Well, actually, I don't entertain. Let me get that, straight from the beginning. I don't entertain. I do what God actually anointed me to do. I'm the minister of music at God's House Church under the leadership of Bishop Michael Shelby. He's my pastor. He leads us. He teaches us. I direct the music department. We have about a 9-piece band, from saxophones to bass guitars, drums, trumpet player, saxophone. So we have a multi-group of actual musicians, singers, everybody, from kids, adults, so I'm in
I will interrupt and say you've got to get there to experience this. I've done it, and it moved me. Delphia, same question.
Well, I'm also, as Kevin said, we don't entertain on Sundays. That's the day to be a vessel, essentially. I'm the director of contemporary worship over at St. John's United Methodist Church. But in my other parts of my life, my other parts of my week, I play a lot out in Albuquerque and in Santa Fe. Mostly solo, but I do have a band that I perform with as well. That's how Mark found me, through my guitarist. And so I'm sure Kevin feels the same way. I'm blessed to wake up every day and get to do what God called me to do.
Amen.
Well, before we go further, Mark, you had a choice. You had an alternative route of lyrics, and then you had to really seek out and let it touch your heart and make a decision. Can you tell us that short story?
So I wrote the lyrics down, and he kind of turned it into a beautiful song. Kevin did a version of the song that was incredible. He sang it with heart. He sang it amazing. I was like, wow, this is really, really good. Me and Polly were so excited. Polly started crying. A lot of people started crying. The song affected a lot of people like that. A lot of people started crying. So Kevin just did an amazing job with it. And then Delphia, when she came in, she asked me if she could, can I revise the lyrics a little bit to fit what I want to say? And I said, yeah, I want you to feel free. And she did an amazing job revising some of the lyrics also. So it's been a kind of a beautiful work in progress, and we got this really incredible bass player, and his name's Milo Jaramillo, a good friend of mine. He recorded back when he was 14 years old with Don Lessman. I recorded when he was 14, so it's a long time ago. But Milo did a great job on the bass. That's the only thing I thought at the end when I was about to master it. I said, I wanted a fretless bass on it. And he did a great job on it.
Well, Grandpa, congratulations.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
And congratulate Grandma for us, okay?
All right, I will.
They're too young to call Grandma and Grandpa. They look like kids. And it's a blessing for me to be here today, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. To sit here, to listen to these talented people, to hear the story again, to have a little tiny part in this magnificent event that literally was created in heaven. I'm so honored to be here today. And I hope you're inspired, because the word doesn't even work right now. There's got to be a bigger word than inspiration. Yeah, and I think we've all used it today. Love and heaven and Jesus Christ himself. Wow. He's the master of all, the greatest artist we'll ever meet. And he found 3 other artists to help him put this together. And we're all in experience with this masterpiece. Thank you for joining us today. This is KZQ, Channel 32.